I already know what giving up feels like. I want to see what happens if I don't. All our dreams can come true if we have the courage to pursue them. Limitations? There are no such thing as limitations. The only thing holding you back is yourself. Your own views of what is and what is not possible. Your own standards of the greatness you want to achieve. Your desire to sacrifice more than your competition, your belief in yourself.
It might be hard, but it is much harder living a life less than your expectations.
Do you think you have what it takes to achieve greatness? Do you have what it takes to push yourself to another level? To push yourself to your peak every single day? You do. I know it, you know it, the world knows it. You just have to decide to be better, decide to have greater standards in all areas of your life. Get up early, stay up later. You did not wake up this morning to be mediocre.
Believe in yourself. Show your true courage. Show your true heart. You can do this.
Get it done. There are no more excuses. Excuses don't live here no more. Excuses aren't invited to this party. Excuses are a virus. Get them out of your life.
If you believe anything is possible, guess what? Anything is possible. Mark this day in your diary, because today is the day everything changes. Today you put everyone else on notice. Today you said, I will no longer accept mediocrity. I will no longer accept a life that is less than I deserve. I will no longer accept anything less than the greatness that is within me. Today I will make better decisions. Today I will push myself. Today is my day. You better believe it.
Responsibility is where you live. Responsibility, accountability, and pure hard work. There is nothing more satisfying than making it on your own terms. You are self-made. Everything you are has come to you from your actions. Now take bigger actions, epic action. Push yourself beyond previous limitations. Be fearless. The world is your playground, and you only get one shot. Make it count.
Are you gonna live this day as if it is your last shot to make something of yourself? Give your all, show your heart, show your drive, push yourself to the absolute limit. You will succeed.
Set your goals, your craziest ever goals, the greatest dreams you have for your life. If you believe it's possible, you can achieve the impossible. Believe in yourself, you can do it. No limits, no boundaries, no doubts.
Respect is not given, it is earned. I don't need an alarm clock. My goals wake me. My desire wakes me. My purpose wakes me. I don't need haters to fuel my fire. My purpose is my fire.
Sacrifice now. Enjoy later. Push hard now. Relax later. Unleash the beast.
I don't need other opinions. I have my own opinion. I have my own heart. I have my own dream.
Cowards never start. Weak never finish. Strong never quit. Make it happen.
We are live. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the show. How are you guys doing today? It's good to see you as always. Let me get your comments here. Make sure that we can communicate back and forth, you know. Is this thing coming across loud and clear? Because last time I did not, it was giving me a little bit of an issue in talking to you like this. because I want to show you some stuff. We're going to be talking about how to become a powerful promoter. My name is Vick Strizheus. For those of you who, maybe somehow you stumbled upon this, maybe somebody shared with you this stream or whatever the case is. We're going to be talking about a lot of different things. This is a no-pitch zone. Don't worry, I'm not here to to sell you a thing here. I wanted to talk about ideas and some strategies and some things that hopefully can help you, take your stuff to the next level. Okay, but I gotta see you though. Hold on one sec. Pull you up here. How's your day going, by the way? Let me see. Things that hopefully can help you, take. Okay, good. So sound is good. Yeah, you guys can see me. All right, I got to get my phone to not auto-lock on me here. I appreciate you guys showing up here. I appreciate the shares. I see a bunch of people sharing. I appreciate you guys. I'll give you some things and I'll tell you what we're doing here in a minute. Doing some pretty interesting things leading up to Christmas, So I'll tell you about that in a moment. And, man, where's that software update? Come on. Anyway, so I just want to see your comments, that's all, so that we can communicate back and forth. Okay, so I want to know how you guys doing today. Okay, if you're doing great, give me some hearts. That's how you communicate with me. Okay, I'm gonna set some ground floor rules here for all of us. I will be going over, because I see a lot of people have been asking about this marketing and strategies and selling, traffic, conversions, all these different topics. And I decided to put together a training that we could easily sell for at least $1,000, premium level training. And I said, you know what, we're going to do, TJ, I love that, man. TJ says, chicky freaking boom. My goodness, man, you guys are fired up. That's good. And so I just had a group or a team with a 4%, we just had a stream here not that long ago, and I said, you know what, guys, we're gonna overwhelm our community with greatness, okay? And so, if you're a marketer out there, if you're trying to build your business, I hope that the ideas I'm going to share with you here can serve you, and hopefully can take your business to the next level, okay? Now, a couple of things I want to make sure that we are on the same page. Look, I'm not going to charge you for this training. I don't care about that stuff. I want to deliver I want to give you more value here in these free lives that we're going to do here from, for the next several weeks. I'm not sure, probably maybe 2, maybe 3 weeks. Maybe it's going to be a 3-part training. This is part 1, okay? But I want to take you through the process of how you can really, take these ideas and implement them in your business strategically and get predictable results. Is that cool? Okay. Some ground floor rules for those of you guys who follow me and you know me. I love engagement, man. I love communication. So number 1 is engage. Okay. If you can do that for me, okay, I'll give you some very, very powerful information, okay? What I mean by engage, look, if you got, when we ask questions or if I tell you something, communicate back with me on your phone, talk to me, right? Like post comments, because that's how we talk back and forth. I don't want to be here in this studio here just talking to this camera, so I want to have engagement going on. Number 2 is make sure that and this is totally optional. Number 2 is going to be totally optional. What I'm doing is we're pulling out some things here from the 4%. So many of you guys know I'm a founder of the 4% group. I'll give you my story just briefly in a few minutes here, but we currently have a 4% group, which is an industry phenomenon. The success stories we have coming out from this is absolutely insane. A lot of you guys know about it. A lot of you guys don't know about it. I'm not here to pitch it to you, not at all. But what we have is we have something very cool coming out from the 4% group. It will be free of charge, and I'll be giving that to people that share this stream. Okay, so over the next, part 1, part 2, part 3, however many parts we're going to have this in, if you share it, okay, I'm going to have somebody from my staff actually go through those shares, because we can see who shared, and you'll be contacted privately with a special gift that we're going to be giving to you. I'll tell you why I'm doing this. I'll be totally transparent with you. The reason why I'm doing this is I'm actually putting together an industry case study that I will be training on later on some strategies, and you will be the first ones to know that, okay, if you share it. So I am testing out some things, obviously, and I do a lot of things that I tell you, right, and I just do it in front of you. And so it's one of those things. It's going to be an interesting case study. I got some ideas I wanted to test out, so we're going to be doing that. So again, if you want to participate in that, in the results, and actually training behind the scenes of how it actually worked. Did it work? Did it not work? All that good stuff. Just go ahead and share it, and that's all you have to do. Now, you do have to share all of these parts, okay, if you want to be included in that gift. It'll be free of charge for you. Number three, okay, number three is if you like what I say, if you like an idea, if you like a strategy, can you do me a favor and just like hit like a like or a heart button or something like that? That gives me an indication that, you know, you're here, you're present, and so we can do that, okay? All right, sweet, cool stuff. I think we are good to go. Okay, so you shared before, Gigi, that's awesome. Paul, I'm looking at your comments here on the phone. Just shared. Okay, good. So here is, let me share this with you guys. Let me see if I can pull up my screen, if my technology will allow me to do this, okay? I want to show you something here. I want to show you the kind of stuff we're going to be going over the next three parts. And I kid you not, when I say that this is going to be, okay, powerful promoter secrets. Here, I'm going to share this with you here for a sec, you guys. Hold on one sec. I'm going to share it with you, and you will see what I'm saying. Okay, I'm not just playing around here. I'm actually going to hold on. Screen sharing. Come on, screen sharing. Okay, looks like I can share this. Take a look at this. Okay. Take a look at this. This is what we're going to be going over. Oh, not that. This is what we're going to be going over the next little bit here, okay? See this? See all this stuff? You like it? Hey, if you like it, let me know. You know what to do, yeah? All this stuff, okay? We're going to talk about traffic. I'm going to basically take you over the concept or concepts or secrets, if you will, right? A lot of people looking for secrets, but you know, there are kind of some secrets that's out there that if you implement, or I don't want to call them secrets, you know, I just want to call them ideas that work, that if you implement them in a certain way, you can get predictable results, okay? So powerful promoter secrets, we're going to be talking about things like traffic. We're going to be talking about, you know, engineering sales processes and sales systems and sales funnels. How do you stand out? How do you become very, very powerful at what you do? All this stuff, as you can see here, we're going to be covering, okay, and more. At least that is my intention, okay, here with you, okay? You like it? If you like it, give me some hearts, guys. It's going to be good stuff, okay? It's going to be good stuff. Check this out. Here's how we're going to start this. Here's how we're going to do this. Earlier, I posted, I did a little post, right? Some of you guys saw that, and I said, you know, what is your number one biggest challenge in the space? Okay, so what's your number one biggest challenge? And I don't know, maybe I can read it off, maybe not. For sake of time here, I don't want these to go for over an hour, so we'll probably just fly through this. Seems like a lot of people are struggling with, you know, there has been a variety of different things, right? How do I convert? How do I get traffic? How do I build my e-commerce stuff? How do I, you know, I'm just getting started. What do I do, right? How many of you guys are just getting started here? Like if you're just literally getting started, you don't have a product to promote, you don't have anything, you're like, man, I just want to be online and I want to do this. Let me know if that's you, okay? Stanley wants traffic, okay? Nikki says awesome stuff. I like it, okay? Because we have a diverse group here, because we have overwhelmed by opportunities, my goodness, okay? I like to simplify things, okay? And so that's exactly what we're going to do. We can take this in like a million different directions, you know? The best way that I can do this that will be useful for you, I think, is we start with some rules for becoming a powerful promoter. What I mean by powerful promoter, you guys, those who don't know me, I started out as an affiliate in 2005. Okay, in this industry, promoting a company that I did not own, I did not create a product for. It was a direct sales company. And just like everybody else, I was failing. Okay, how many of you guys failing right now? How many of you failing? Okay, nothing wrong with failing. Okay, temporarily that is. Now, if you continue to fail over and over and over again, that's when you got to fix that. Okay, everybody fails initially. I don't care who you learn from. I don't care if you learn from the best. Okay, I literally don't, like, you can be learning from the best of the best in the space. When you start something new, you will fail, okay? And that's okay. So give yourself permission, at least have that room for yourself. Don't kill yourself, you know, when you do something and you're like, oh my goodness, that guy told me that if I do that, it's going to be a success. Anyway, and I did it, and it's not a success, then you kind of beat yourself down, okay? Don't do that. So give yourself a room that you're going to designate. You're going to say, okay, over the next, X amount of days or X amount of weeks or months or whatever, it's going to be my training period, okay? The first time you started to drive a car, you learning how to drive a car, you were not a professional at it, right? Give a little bit of time with some practice, and now you can drive a car and you can shave, right? Or ladies, you can do your makeup while driving the car and talk on the phone and eat, a salad or something like that. It's crazy what people do nowadays, So give yourself the time to learn the game, okay? The good news is everybody can learn this, okay? Now, what I do see in the industry happening a lot, starting out in 2005, okay, promoted somebody else's stuff, and I failed until I started to do certain things in a certain way, which a lot of you guys know. I talk about it. My concepts are very basic. They're very simple. Okay, I don't know why, but sometimes it takes repetition for us to get things. Okay, so nothing wrong with repetition. But here's the thing: when I made a decision to become powerful, literally to become the best at what I was doing. Okay, when I was failing, I remember I was talking to this company owner back in the day. It was the company called Roadmap to Riches, and then Abanza. Some of you guys, anybody go back to those days, like 2005, 2006? I'm this green guy trying to make it. I'm like, oh my goodness, that guy is making it. That guy is like driving the car that I want to. It would be cool to have for my, for myself. Oh my goodness, that guy is traveling on vacations I want to go to. That guy is living the lifestyle I want to go. So that what fired me up initially, but I was like everybody else. I was just like bouncing off the walls, right? I was like, man, like a kid in the candy store trying to go after everything, all the different traffic strategies, and that got me in the hole financially, big time. And I remember talking to a company owner when I was failing, right? And I said, I'm going to be your number one guy. I said, I'm going to be your number one guy. I did not know how I was going to do that. It's just a decision that I made, okay? A decision that I made. So I'm going to challenge you to make a decision that you're going to become a powerful promoter. Why? Because it's the only way to do this, I mean, if you don't decide to be a powerful promoter in your space, what are you doing though? We got a diverse Abanza. Hey, Sebastian Saldarriaga. Hey, do you remember me, man? Sebastian was a co-owner of that company with another gentleman. I remember Passport to Wealth. My goodness, man, those are the days. Sebastian, I remember talking to Michael Spire, and I'm like, dude, I'm going to be your number one guy. And there was a lady who was dominating the space. She was literally like on the top of the leaderboards. I don't know if you remember that, dude. But I remember it like as clear as day. That was, that was some good old times. It was fun. I was clueless, But when I decided to become number one promoter, my thinking shifted, okay? Thinking shifted. So I'm going to be talking about some rules. We'll give you some rules for doing this, okay? A lot of this stuff is psychological, okay? A lot of this stuff. Just like when you go to work out and you think you cannot do 10 push-ups or whatever, you think it's your physical body. It's not. It's not. It's psychological. A lot of these things that you do, you fail, success, failure, all this stuff. I would argue that pretty much everything you do in life, virtually everything, is psychological. Okay, whether you succeed or how well you're going to do it, it's all psychological stuff. Okay, so if you can learn how to influence yourself, okay, if you can talk to yourself in a way that will help you get what you want. Okay, Sebastian says we need to talk. All right, man, hit me up on Facebook or something. And I'll give you a perfect example. Check it out. You think you're out of shape. Okay, you think you're out of shape, and you think you can't run or whatever. What if you had a loose bear or somebody, or something chasing you? Do you think you would find the energy to climb a 20-foot, fence or something, or a tree? You bet. You bet. So are you capable of doing things? Yeah. But we block it. So success, we're going to talk a lot about this stuff, okay? Talk to yourself like you talk to the best friend. Yeah, love it. Okay? So it's going to be an interesting thing. And then we're going to get into these concepts. Because in your business, it's pretty simple, man. Okay? It's pretty simple. Look, if you want to succeed, if you want to be a powerful promoter, okay, you just need a few things. Okay? Forget about all these latest, gadgets and technology and everybody's trying to, teach you things. Okay? strip down the layers, and what do you need? You need a product, okay? You need a product to promote. It's very simple. You need a product. How many of you guys have a product to promote? Yeah? I'm going to show you a blueprint, and we're going to dig into it over the next 3 episodes. You will know more about marketing than you will learn in like, a $2,000 course or something like that. Ready? Danny says, has Vic mentioned anything about the 4% group yet? Danny, I'm not here to promote 4% group. I'm here to give you, ideas about marketing strategies and really, how to become a powerful promoter if that's what you want, okay? If you want to be average, that's not the right place for you. So you need a product, okay? I have a product. Who else has a product? Julian has a product, okay? Tons of products. Cody, you don't need tons of products, man. You just need one. Just one. Start with one. The problem that people are running into is that they have too many things. They have too many products, they have too many strategies, they have too many ideas, they have too many, traffic sources, they have too many of everything, okay? Look, if you cannot work with one, if you cannot make one to work, it'll be impossible for you to make 2 or 3 work, okay? Some people are trying to okay, what do I go, what do I implement? There's like 10 different things I can implement. Start with one, okay? So product. Number 2, okay, what do you need? Okay, what do you need? I'm looking at your comments here. Yeah, multiple. Hank's got multiple products, yeah? Number 2 is I need to, so check this out. If this is my product, okay, I'm going to reverse engineer. So this is where I make my money, okay? I'm going to reverse engineer my timeline here, very, very simply, okay? I always say that most people, average people, okay, people that are competing, they're selling whatever it is that they're selling, and they're selling for the product, for what it is, okay? So if I'm selling a pen, okay, I'm going to be like, okay, I'm selling this marker. It's an Expo dry erase marker. That's my product. That's what I want to sell. My product is a travel company, whatever that is. I'm going to be focusing on that. Well, the problem with that is that that's what everybody else is doing, okay? That's what everybody else is doing. So you never want to send traffic directly to the product you're selling because there's a lot of competition. The product might not be presented. Every product has an outcome, okay? And every product delivers a particular result. So whatever the result and the outcome that product delivers or promises, that's the thing that I'm going to be focusing on selling. Okay, get it? So I talked about it. I don't know how many of you guys are new here. If this makes sense, let me know. Okay, it's a very, very simple concept. Don't sell products, sell outcomes. Okay, don't sell things, sell outcomes. Don't sell, your opportunity. Sell a vision. Okay, that's what you really sell. Like if you're in a business opportunity or network marketing, if you're building a team, you don't sell, you don't talk about markers, man. You talk about what the marker can do on a board. You talk about how beautiful it can write. You talk about the vibrant colors that it can produce. You get it? Okay. Simple marketing. That's it, Julian. Simple marketing, man. Simple always beats complex. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to focus on, okay, what's the product? What's the result? Okay, what is the result that this product delivers? And I'm going to reverse engineer my timeline here, and there is going to be 3 different areas that I need to focus on. Okay, number 1 is I need to, everything you do, okay, if you want to become a powerful promoter, where you don't have to depend on anybody else in your space, right? You only depend on yourself, which is the only way to go. Otherwise, you're just competing. Okay, you don't want to be a commodity. Okay, you want to be somebody that controls the space, right? You want to be in control of things. So there's a couple things, okay? Number 1 is, hold on, we'll get back to your comments in a minute here, okay? Number 1, and this is what we're going to be covering this in great details. Number 1 is I need to be able to go to all these other traffic sources, okay? So give me some traffic sources. As a matter of fact, people, here, let me prove to you how simple it is, okay, to find traffic. And then we're gonna take this concept, I'm going to take you through the timeline, and then we're gonna do this together, okay? So everything I do is just like, there's no, I don't even know where this is going to go. But I do know this one thing. It's going to go somewhere beautiful, and you guys will get a ton of value from it, okay? Hopefully, if I do my job correctly here, okay? So check it out. A lot of people are, weirded out by this whole traffic getting concept, okay? How many of you here have a traffic getting problem, okay? Here is how you solve it. Very, very easy, okay? Simplify it. So take a look at whatever it is that you're promoting, okay? Let's do this together. What are you promoting for the product? What is the result that the product delivers? Okay? Okay? Now, what kind of people are looking for this result. Okay? Simple, 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 simple. Now, with that in mind, tell me, everybody, okay? Tell me, please. Okay? Tell me this. Where do you think these people might hang out? Okay? Where do these people hang out? So what I want to do, when I think of traffic, I don't think, people think of traffic and they overcomplicate a very, very simple thing. Okay? I think of ponds or pools of people. Okay? So my people, where might they be hanging out? So if this is my funnel, okay, give me one. Okay, I see Facebook. Okay, Facebook. Okay, whatever it is I'm promoting, are my people on Facebook? Well, probably. Okay, so that can be broken down further to Facebook groups. Okay, what else? Facebook PPC, right? What else can I do that? Shout outs. Okay, what else? Give me some ideas, you guys. Okay, give me some ideas. If this is too okay, give me some Instagram, okay? Instagram, okay? What do we got on Instagram? Well, you can focus on building your following, yes? So personal. What else? You can do shout outs on Instagram, right? Now, we can do paid marketing, okay? Give me another one, YouTube, yeah? So YouTube right here. Sorry about my handwriting. I'm not here to be fancy. I'm here to get the concept across. Can you guys see this on board? Okay, so YouTube, we can do PPC, right? We can do, can we do shout outs? Okay, you betcha, okay? Now, what else can we do on YouTube there? We can do content, okay? You get it, right? So now, what else? Snapchat, okay? Snapchat endorsed emails, okay? Okay, now tell me, is there a traffic problem, you guys? Okay, is there a traffic problem? Okay? PPV, don't do PPV, Bobby. Don't do PPV, okay? Texting, all that stuff, you don't need it, okay? You don't need it. Keep this simple, okay? What you need to do, if you want to break through, if you want to hit the ground running, here's what you need to do. You need to engineer a wave manually, okay? Don't wait for external forces to, if you're going to wait for all the, lights in town to be green before you head out, it'll never happen, right? You can't go to, and just sit and wait for the perfect weather before you can do something. So what I'd like to do is I'd like to just basically take a look at what you got. And you just told me, right, between emails, YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook, is there a lack of traffic? Is there a lack of resources that you can tap into, or ponds or pools where people hang out, okay, that we can go and tap into? Now, what I would do, okay, yeah, I see some of you guys are, what are shout-outs? Shout-outs are similar to emails like solo ads. You're familiar with solo ads? So I can go to somebody who is an influential person, for example, on Instagram, okay, and let's say that person's got, 10,000, 20, 50,000 followers on Instagram. And depending on what I promote, let's say if my product matches people that follow that celebrity, right, or their interest, if it's a mass appeal product, for example, what's a mass appeal product? Well, if I'm promoting, maybe some sort of a weight loss program, right, or maybe an improvement of some sort, or maybe I'm promoting how to build an online business and it's an educational thing, right? So like, for example, who wouldn't want to make an extra $5,000 a month on the internet, right? The whole shift is now going that way. Now, give you another example here for a huge industry or a huge trend right now that's happening, and it will be for the next several years, is e-commerce. Okay, e-commerce. Right now, it's $1.9 trillion globally, right? It's projected to go to, I believe, last time I checked, like $4.9 trillion by 2020. Okay, e-commerce. Okay, so I could go and I could teach people how to win in e-commerce. You get it? Now, who wouldn't want to be able to have a store? Just an idea, okay? Just an example. You can think of anything. So it's a mass appeal market, right? So when I have something like that would be applicable and appealing to all these people here, I can go to these influential people and I can say, hey, can I pay you a little bit of money, or however much they want, and you do a shout out for me. You do like an endorsement, or you like, you put my advertising or my link, or you talk about me to your group that you have already built. You see what I'm saying? That's a shout out. Okay. Let's see here where we are. I don't see any comments, and I don't like it. So I gotta see you guys. Hold on one sec. I've gotta see you. Okay. We'll talk about traffic targeting, all that stuff. Okay. I can do the same thing on YouTube. Okay. Somebody has a big following. I can contact them very, very simply. Now, what we're gonna do is we're actually going to get into the traffic over here. We're gonna get into the traffic, and we're gonna talk about traffic. Okay. Powerful promoter secrets includes traffic. It includes this middle part. So first of all, what I need, okay, is I need a place for me to pull the traffic. Very, very simply, this is where I collect. Okay, and I want to pull. I want to pull people in here, and this is my landing page. Very, very simple concept. No, not a rocket science. We will get into the some of the examples. I want to show you guys some of the landing pages that personally converted the best for me. Previously, so I will show you some examples that you can model after with some data for conversions. Now, as soon as I get into my landing page, okay, now if you want to become a powerful promoter, right, immediately your thinking needs to shift. This is what did it for me, you guys, okay? This is what did it for me big time. My thinking used to be that of a competitor, okay? Then I started to think, okay, when somebody opted into my landing page, imagine if they step into your house, okay? So now they are in your territory. Now realize that, how many of you guys have lists here? Yeah? How many of you guys have lists? How big is your list over here? How many of you have a list of at least 100 people? Okay? At least 100 people list? A bunch of you, yeah? Okay? So, if you have 50 people or 100 people on your list, imagine they are in your house. Okay? Now, those people probably subscribe to other people as well. Okay? Proof in the pudding for yourself. How many other marketers are you subscribed to? How many people are you following? How many people are you looking up to? How many people are you getting content from? Okay? See, it's a good thing and a bad thing. Okay? In marketing world, it's a good thing and a bad thing for you. Like if you're getting information from a bunch of different sources, it can be a good thing. It's variety, but it can also mess you up in your head, because you can get conflicting information, okay? So even if you are listening to, 3 or 5 people that are crushing it, okay? Those 5 people might be top producers, but they might have different takes on their strategies or different strategies that they implement that works for them individually on the individual level, okay? And when you get all that information combined, right, now it creates confusion for you. Does that make sense, you guys? When there is confusion, there is no results, okay? So what I did is I identified one person that I wanted to follow, okay? And I said, okay, there's a lot of people that are succeeding genuinely, but I want to follow one person, and I want to just like lock my, hinge my wagon to them, okay? Like this, and I just want to follow them, okay? Now here's what you need to do. What did it for me is realizing that, you know what? I need to start doing things a little bit differently, right, as a marketer. So the person that this guy I was learning from, he's a veteran. He is older gentleman, and he was talking about concepts. He was never talking about like, okay, here's where you click, or here's where you drag your thing, or here's the buttons you click. He was talking in concepts. He was talking in metaphors. He was talking in like examples, right? He was talking about marketing, but he would cross-reference it to like real-life situations and scenarios. It really made sense to me, okay? Maybe that's why maybe because that's why I still adopt the kind of, teaching for what I do as well, because it made sense for me, right? And so I'm like, okay, if it makes sense for me, it might make sense for other people. And so I followed him like this, okay? And he said, look, you've got 100 people on your list. They want this, okay? My job as a marketer, is to outcool my competition. Because if this guy is on my list, okay? He's on my list right here. He's getting information from me. He is also on other people's lists. And he's getting bombarded with information and emails. So how do I, it's going to change your business if you think about it. How do I stand out from the competition? How do I crush these guys in a way that is just outcool all of these guys, okay, with information. Here's how I do it, okay? The way I do it is I create strategic path for my person to follow this direction because he wants this, okay? You guys follow? Confusion, no results. That's right. Paul says, Vic always makes so much sense. I'm looking for your feedback because I want to make sure that this is seemingly complex things that we're going to try to simplify. Okay, we're going to get into it. You guys will make sense. Now, as I create my job here is to create a pull force for this person. Okay, as soon as he enters my world here, so that he wants to go to the next phase, which is here. Okay. I don't necessarily talk about the product. I'm not interested. If I sell a product at this point, that's great. But that's not my goal. My goal is to make this guy that just got on my list, if it's one person or if it's 20 people or 2,000 or 200,000, my goal, number one goal, how do I create an irresistible pull to this person, okay, so that he wants to go further with me to the next step. So he wants to be around me more, okay? So he wants to come back and open my emails more. Make sense? Now, it may sound like there is some voodoo stuff going on over here, but I'll tell you how you do it, okay? How do you make, tell me, what do you think, how do you make, first impressions are important, yeah? First impressions are important. Do you guys think? Because when he comes into your world, you got just a very little time, very short time, to impress this person. And if you don't, he's out. If you don't, he's going to be looking here. You don't want him looking here. You want him looking here. And you want him to be attached to you. Yeah? Right here. That's your goal. How do you present yourself? How do you build a strong and powerful first impression? Anybody tell me? There's like a 30-second delay, I think. Let me check the comments here. I want to know, what do you think? How do you create first impression? Because everything starts with first impression, yeah? Hey, Paul, if you can take a note, man, who's sharing? Okay, you good? Because my 348 shares. Okay, you guys are awesome. Appreciate it. I'll tell you what we're doing with it later. Okay, first impression. Give value, honesty, yeah? Pre-frame, first impression are important, yep. I want to know, what do you think would help you create that first impression that's like powerful first impression? Facebook Live introduction, okay. Provide value, yeah, love it. All these ideas are awesome, okay. Darker marker, I apologize, that's the darkest I got. Here's the thing. In the world where there are so many fakes, there's so many phonies, for you to create a first impression is super simple, okay. The best way that you create your first impression to be powerful, because that leads to you becoming a powerful marketer. Every step that you take as a marketer, remember this, write this down, never forget it. Everything you do, everything, how you speak, what you say to yourself, what you say to others, what you think to yourself, how you think about others, okay? All of this stuff is critically important in whether or not you will become a powerful promoter, or you're going to be just like anybody else, or you're going to be frustrated at every turn and every corner. Okay, let me explain to you. The best way that you can make a first impression is not to try to make a first impression. Okay, because guess what? All of these guys right here are trying to make a first impression. How? They're trying to impress people with the car they have, right? Maybe they're trying to impress people with the, I don't know, man, with the clothes they wear. Maybe, the vacations they take. I don't know. See what I'm saying? Do you get it? Okay? So in many cases, all you do is you take a look at what these guys are doing here in your marketplace, and you don't do that. So the first impression, the easiest way to create it is don't even try to create a first impression, but here's what you do. In the world where there are so many fakes and phonies, you, my friend, decide that you're going to be real and the most authentic person for this guy right here that you can possibly be, okay? And it's not even something that you should be like forcing. It's something that should come and stem from who you are. Okay? Be yourself. Love it. What is it going to allow you to do? It's going to give you room to screw up. Number one, all right? How many of you, all right, how many people are out there do you know that they're just starting out and they're like, my goodness, I'm afraid of doing a video. I'm afraid of doing Facebook Live. I'm afraid of sending out an email. I'm afraid of XYZ, you name it, right? Why? Because they're thinking about that first impression thing. Get it? Okay? So your business is not really this. This is irrelevant, man. This is irrelevant. My whole idea as a marketer is, and when I got it, my business changed. Okay? I went, you guys, from being in debt, from borrowing money, from at one point in time not having literally $1 to my name, to buy a bread. A lot of you guys know this story. Failing. And in a relatively short period of time, 3 months, same company, Sebastian, you can attest to this probably, man, right? Abunza, same company. Comp plan didn't change, nothing changed. I went from 0. I remember being so desperate that I called my upline. I'm like, dude, can you help me, man? I literally, I don't have the money, man. I don't have the money to advertise. And I was that desperate, 3 months, I went from being in a desperate situation financially, right? Beating myself because things didn't work, to become a #1 income earner in that company, 3 months. So the stuff I'm telling you it actually works, okay? It works for me. And also went from there, this was like 2005, 2006. From there, had a chance to work with a lot of people. And I see, there's patterns, there are certain things that lead to success and certain things that lead to failure, okay? Loving people and customers like friends. In a world of fake and phonies, be yourself. Yeah, that's it. You guys getting it, yeah? Okay. Good. Okay, so what I'm trying to build here is this middle part, okay? There is a difference between marketing and advertising. When I advertise, this is advertising, okay? A lot of people confuse this, that's why they fail, okay? This part right here is called advertising. This is where I get people, this is where I get my ads, this is where I get the exposure to my ads, this is where I get people into my front door. As soon as I get to my front door, this is where my marketing begins. I don't market here, man. A lot of people confuse it. That's no wonder if they're confused, man, there's no results. Confusion leads to failure, okay? Get it straight. Advertising, marketing. Okay? When you have people on your list, that's when your job starts as a marketer. Now, as a marketer, traffic is the easy part, Kelly Camp. Yeah, man. Okay? Traffic is the easy part. So, as a marketer, I've got to do certain things over here, okay, which I'll tell you. This is where you stand out, okay? I want to do this. Hold on one sec. I want to lay this down because it'll be important, because as we talk about this stuff, it'll be important for us to, maybe I can, let's see if I can do this. Hold on one sec. One sec. Oh, there you go. Rules for becoming powerful promoter. Okay, let me go ahead and share with you a screen, and we can just do this together. Yeah. Okay, here are the ground floor rules, if you will. Can you see this okay, or do I need to make it bigger, you guys? Tell me. Let me know if you can see this. Okay, so these are the rules. Okay, invisible rules. We can call them invisible rules because nobody can see it, but you know them. Invisible rules for becoming a powerful promoter. Okay? Let me know if you guys can see this. Yep. Come on. Okay. Rule number 1. You can see it, yes? Bigger, please. Let me see if I can make it bigger. Okay, there you go. Okay, there you go. Rule number 1. If you want to become a powerful promoter, you've got to identify. You're going to have a clarity of exactly what you want. Okay? Very, very simple. I'm not telling you anything that's rocket science here. Clarity of exactly what you want. What does that mean? Okay? Clarity of exactly what you want. Man, what do you want? What are you here for? A lot of people are trying to be like this in their marketing, to themselves. Okay? They're fooling themselves. What are you here for? What are you here for? Change the world? No, you're not. What are you here for? Tell me. What are you here for? Why did you become an online marketer? Simple question. Why did you become an online marketer? What are you here for? Okay? Let me know. I want to see your comments, man. I want to see your comments. Want the power. Okay? Michael wants the power. Who else is here to freedom? Okay, freedom. Niche. Okay, so check this out. Give me some, to have a total freedom. Okay, to have total freedom. Show me the money. Okay, make money. Freedom, money, freedom. Okay, to make a living, to make money. Freedom to work anywhere, anytime. Now, Justin says freedom to work anywhere, anytime. Justin, are you really here because you want to work? I mean, honestly, right? We understand that that's how you live, that's how you make things happen. But look, really, just be honest with yourself. A lot of times, marketers don't get what they want simply because they're fooling themselves on this first rule of becoming a powerful in anything they do, is because they are not clear themselves. And if they're not clear themselves, there is no way that they can succeed. Look, tell me if this is true with you or not, right? I think that most people get into this industry, the first thing they're thinking about, the only thing they're thinking about initially is what? Finances. You agree or disagree? Supplement retirement. Okay? Lifestyle freedom. Now, all of these are shells, right? And that's what a lot of people are like that. I was like that, man. I was like that initially. And then I'm like, dude, what's going to get me that lifestyle? It's money in the bank. You get it? It's money in the bank. So if I'm here, okay, if I want to create a beautiful lifestyle, if I want to supplement my retirement, if I want to do all these, freedom talk and change the world talk and help a lot of people and cure diseases in the world, all this stuff. If that's what I'm thinking about starting out, now this is just my opinion, okay? And I'm on my wall here, so I can tell you what I think. I think that I cannot help my family. I cannot help my friends. I cannot help my neighbors or my community, my church. I cannot help another human being. I cannot help anybody unless I help myself, unless I learn how to help myself. Okay? And so we live in a world where, a world of economics. Okay? And economics is not a bad thing. A lot of people are afraid of this thing, this economics talk, right? This money talk. Get real. The reason you're selling products is because you want to get commissions. Okay? Simple as that. Now, here's the thing. We talked about it. I had a team call last night, and we talked about it. If you are endorsing a product, first of all, you don't even have to create a product. I don't recommend people go and learn how to create products and how to build this from scratch if you have never done it before. It's a difficult thing to do. Okay? It's very, very difficult thing to create your own product. If you have never experienced it, I'll tell you, it's a lot easier for you to win promoting somebody else's product that's already in high demand and just learn the marketing aspect of it, advertising and marketing, right? And capitalize on that and then develop your thing because it's just a lot easier, right? At least get you going. Now, whatever product that you endorse, check this out. Whatever product, if that product delivers value and if it improves somebody else's life, if it improves your customer's life, whether it's services, whether it's products, whether it's whatever it is that you're promoting in exchange for commissions, it is your responsibility to become the best you can possibly be at selling that product, okay, don't apologize for your success. Don't apologize for making a lot of money. Why? Because you're serving a lot of people. Make sense? So if your product, if you truly believe in the product you're selling, if you don't believe, get out very quickly, okay? Don't sell things that you don't, you're not passionate about. That's the problem in this industry a lot, is people are selling products because, they're just selling products just for the money, but they're not really passionate about the product. So deep inside, there's a conflict going on. No way they can be a powerful promoter. No way can they look people in the eye and say, you know what, man, there's something about you. There's something in your eye that little spark, that little something that you can't taste, see, touch, or smell, but it's there, and people get it. See what I'm saying? That's called powerful promoter, okay, side of you, right? That nobody can see. It's invisible stuff. So if I know my product creates or changes changes people's lives or creates the results for people that people want, I owe it to myself, I owe it to the world to sell as much of that as I possibly can. And I will not apologize for my success. Okay? You get it? So that's number one thing. Number two thing. Let's go ahead and let me show you number two. So clarity of exactly what you want. What it is that you want. If you want money, dude, how much money do you want? Okay? Be very, very specific. I was talking to somebody at the event the other day. And I'm like, hey man, how much do you want to make? He's like, well, I don't know, as much as possible, I guess. Dude, what is as much as possible, you guess? I mean, seriously, what is as much as possible? So be very, very clear, okay? Rule number 2 is got to be your strategy, okay? Strategy is going to include this. Product, okay? Not that. It will, okay? It will include product. It will include your advertising. Okay, so whatever product you're promoting, your advertising. It will include your marketing. Okay, this is what you do. This is how you attract people. This is what you do once you have attracted them to your landing page, right? To your list. This is how you stand out from your competition. This is how you build yourself up. And a lot of this is going to have to do with you as a person, with how you present yourself, with how you connect with people. All this connection stuff is very, very important if you want to be a long-term, promoter. There is marketing. There is conversion process. Okay, and then there is you got to have a strategy for creating scale and leverage. Okay. Okay. Now you got to have that, and then rule number 3. Okay, is this price you're willing to pay. Okay, what is the price you're willing to pay? It's very important for me to understand and be very clear. If I want this, okay, hopefully you guys can see this when I'm pointing at this. So if I want this, okay, and I've got my strategy in place, we can actually reverse these. We can say, you know what, I think it's might be a good idea. We can actually do this. See, I'm doing this real time with you. I'm just talking as I'm thinking about this, because this is the stuff that I've done, okay, like this. Identify what you want, okay? What's the price you're willing to pay, okay? Now, this is where a lot of people mess up, okay? Time. What are you willing to pay in time, okay? What are you willing to pay in money? Investments, okay? What are you willing to sacrifice? Okay, whatever the spelling is, okay? Sacrifice. I think it's C. Sorry, I'm not the best speller in the world. Okay, what else? What else? Tell me, you guys. What else is in that category? Okay, the price you're willing to pay to achieve what you want. See, if I'm not clear on this kind of stuff, all of these things I'm talking about right here. What am I doing? I'm basically aligning my outside, what I want, okay, what I want on the outside, which is that result, with my internal processes and thinking and just belief systems and like I've got to align those planets together. Okay. For example, if I want to have a $5,000 a month income, or if I want to have a business that produces $1 million a year or a month, okay, and I only want to have I only have 4 hours a week to put into this, it's a conflict. It would not happen. It's very, very difficult. Okay. if I want to become the best doctor, but I'm not willing to invest in myself and go to school, if I'm not willing to sacrifice, 5 years of my life to do that, you see what the problem is? So what I need to do is I need to align. If I want to become a very powerful promoter in our space, right? I need to make sure that all these things align with all of these things are aligned. Okay? Hopefully I'm making sense to you here. Self-awareness, willing to change. Okay? So identify this. I don't know what is it for you. Okay? I'm just giving you ideas here. Okay? Then I go into my strategy and I say, okay, what product I'm going to be promoting, right? What am I going to do for advertising, marketing, conversion? Okay, we're going to dig into this in more details. And then here, rule number 4, okay, is I want to have an unreasonable massive action, just like ridiculous. Okay, I want to have so many things happening and taking place that it's literally impossible for me to fail. Okay, literally impossible for me to fail. Okay, before I even start any of my promotions, I want to make sure that all this stuff is identified. Is this making sense? Okay, I'll make sure that we're still live here, because I don't want to be talking to myself. Okay? Is this making sense when I do this like on the thing? Because I think it's going to save a little time. Okay, good. Okay, makes awesome sense. Good. Okay, so these are the... if I was somebody who is new, okay, starting out, or if I am somebody who, maybe I've been around the block a little bit, and if I wanted to develop myself into somebody who can crush it, okay, absolutely crush it. You might want to think about this concept. This is what helped me a lot, okay? When you think of what you do, how do you feel about being average? Or how do you feel about being the best? Okay, number 1. When I think about what I do, right, in my space, and this goes back, to 2006. This is where a lot of things shifted for me the minute I shifted my focus. Remember earlier I was telling you that a lot of this stuff is like psychological, right? Psychological. So knowing all this, okay, having clarity on this, okay, on this, you become somebody who knows where you're going, and when you know where you're going, and you know how you will get there, you know what you want, and you have a plan, at least, that you can see, okay? If you cannot see your strategy, if you cannot see your plan, it doesn't exist. When you have that, okay, you immediately become somebody who is more authoritative, because at least you have clarity on things, okay? So I want to put myself in a position of power, okay? In a world where everybody else is like, they're just throwing things, in the dark and seeing what might work, okay? I want to navigate in light, okay? And so this strategy will give me that light. When I think about what I want to do, okay, I don't think about I want to be the second best or the third best, okay? Why? It takes the same amount of effort. The difference between the first and the 10th or a thousandth, right, is simply like the approach and a strategy. So I would, right, somebody said, I think it's, Abe Lincoln or somebody, one of the wise men from the history said, if I had, 4 hours to chop down a tree, I would spend like 3.5 hours sharpening my axe. Make sure that thing is sharp. And then I can chop it down very quickly, okay? What we're going to do over the next, probably 2 or 3 weeks, it's not going to be a super long course, but I'm going to take you through this. And I want to get into some specifics on this. Show you some examples of the landing pages, okay? I want to show you some specific examples of the engagement pieces that I've used for myself that really worked for me. if I want to sell this product, okay, and I've got people here coming into my landing page, and they're getting on my list, okay, everything I do over here, it needs to lead this person. It needs to lead this person closer to getting this. Okay. Now a lot of times I'm gonna start as soon as they get on my list. Let's say this product, okay, and this is some advanced stuff we can get into. But let's say it's crazy. It might not make sense to you right now. It will make sense to some people though. But here's the strategy that worked really, really well for me, you guys. Okay, some of you will realize once I explain and show you some examples. As soon as somebody gets on my landing page, this is how you can take this to these kinds of depth, right? They haven't purchased anything yet. Whatever it is I'm selling over here, now think to yourself, what's beyond that? What's beyond the product? Okay? Where everybody else is focusing on just getting the product, ask yourself, what's beyond that? Is that the end of the transaction? Okay? So when I think about what I do, I think about why am I here? Like, why do I exist? Why should anybody care? Okay? The reason for my existence, and this is just me, talking about me, okay? The reason for my existence as an online entrepreneur is I want to be in the transcendence business, not transactions business. Okay? You understand? So your whole strategy, everything, the way you communicate with people, the way you act, the way you look at the lens, the way you everything, okay? Your posture, everything you do, okay? If I know that I'm in a transcendence business, in other words, I don't sell products, man. I change people's lives. And if that's my belief system, then first of all, I've got to become a person who will be able to deliver that, right? So as I do this, as I go about my business, I've got to be very, very sharp at what I do, right? My axe, remember that tree metaphor? If I got 4 hours to chop down my tree, I'm going to be continuing, sharpen my axe. So I'm the sharpest tool in the toolbox, right? If my existence is because I want to transcend, okay, if I'm in a transcendence business right here, I'm going to start planting the seeds as soon as I get on my list. Forget about the product, man, right? Yeah, you're going to make money here. That's what you want to do. That's what you want to do. I'm going to start strategically planting the seeds over here, just throwing those seeds early, way, way, way early, and these seeds will talk about this, okay? Not so much about the product. It will be something that's beyond the product. See what I'm saying here? It's like this. What's my ultimate reason for my existence? What's my ultimate why? Then, when they get through this, they just get past this without even like there was no resistance. I mean, people will literally email you and Facebook you, and they'll be like, "Dude, what are you selling? Give me your link." I can show you my inbox with I mean, it's ridiculous, you guys. It just absolutely, it makes, like, logically it makes no sense, right? But when you focus on certain things, okay, and really why you, like, when you connect with your, like, who you are, why should anybody care, right? All these strategies and how you present yourself and funnels and leads and systems and marketing and connecting with people, all this stuff just becomes falls into places. It's really easy, okay? So I want to create a concept here for myself so that I can position myself for the ultimate win that not only gets me rewarded financially, but is there a reward for you, emotionally? Is there an emotional reward? Is there a psychological reward, right? Is there, like, when somebody purchases a product from you, when you go to sleep at night, right, do you feel good about what you did today or not? Or you're like, yeah, man, I made some money, but my goodness, I know that person's probably going to fail. You see what I'm saying? Does this make sense, you guys? Is this something that you wanna dig into, or is this too deep of a stuff for you? I mean, I literally wanted to. I want to give you more value and from a strategy and like concepts perspective with some specific examples that worked really well for me in this concept here that you can model. And man, I don't know if it's going to work for you, but hopefully it does. And you guys can implement this. So what we're going to do is we're going to keep this to about an hour, hour and a half tops, these sessions. And we're going to do part 2 probably next Wednesday. And then part 3 the Wednesday after that. And we're going to, and then we might do like a bonus session or something like this. Okay? Let's see. Do you have any questions? I want to stay on it for about 5 minutes. Do you have any questions about what we have covered today in this session so far? Just want to keep it simple. Great stuff. Dig deep. Dig in more. We'll dig into this, you guys. Okay? I mean, look, we're gonna be like, I can be showing you all this, like here. Let me see, 25. See this? See this stuff? I mean, we'll be digging into all this stuff right here. Okay? I mean, we can dig really, really deep in here. So. But I want to keep it simple. I want to make sure that I don't overwhelm you with information. The biggest secret I can tell you is that don't overcomplicate a simple process of success. A lot of people are like, my goodness, success is something that's like a big thing that's out there. What is, what is success? Dude, you woke up in the morning, you're successful, man. You learned an idea today. When I go to events, for example, all I'm looking for is just one idea. Just one idea. I might spend, $10,000 to go to a workshop, or $20,000 to go to a mastermind. All I'm really looking for is just one idea. I'm not looking for massive, big things that I can just pile into my, toolbox. One idea is all I need. And one idea at a time, implemented in a certain way with a certain thinking, okay, it creates magic. Okay, so I'm going to 5 minutes, you guys, for questions. Thank you. Thank you. I prayed for help. My goodness, Love Jones, Mary. Well, hopefully we can help your situation here. Okay. After traffic, all you said tonight makes sense. Solomon, right? It does make sense. Don't overcomplicate traffic topic. Here's what we're going to be doing, you guys. I've got some ideas that we're going to be implementing, that I will be implementing in the marketing space. I'll be testing out some things. Hopefully create a pretty interesting system for marketers to follow. And it'll be like a live case study, okay? I'll share with you if you, for those of you guys who shared the stream, how many people shared the stream here? Let me see. I'll have somebody from my office literally go through all the shares, all the people, and contact you. I am looking to create a very, very tight engagement with my Facebook followers, okay? So we also have people that are in the 4% group, okay? And so these guys are learning a lot of this stuff, and we move together as a group. So here's what's going to happen. You might be watching this video on my feed personally, right? Or if you're watching it on any of the 456 shares, people's feeds, right, that shared this on their wall. If the person that you're watching this video, if you're watching it on their wall and that person is a member of the 4%, here's what I would recommend, okay? Pay very close attention to what they'll be telling you. We've got some really cool things that we're going to be introducing to the community at no cost, okay? We're on a mission, okay? Our intention is to outserve and really do what we can on our part to hopefully make a difference as much as we can in the marketing community. Because there's so much confusion, there is so much overwhelm, there is so much just fluff, and fat, and just bad information going on. you would be better off getting no information at all than for you to get bad information or conflicting information. Okay, so we set out on this, on this journey, and we said, look, what would it take for at least for us to impact the people that follow us? Okay, and can we do it as a group? So we're going to be introducing some pretty unique, pretty interesting things to the marketplace with an intention to positively impact it. Okay, impact as many people's lives as possible. If you resonate with it, pay very close attention to what's going to be happening here over the next several weeks. By the end of the year, certainly, starting first of the year, and hopefully you benefit from it, and go prosper and send us your testimonials, and maybe if you want to become a member of the 4% one day, great. If not, look, if we gave you one idea that hopefully helps you, we did our job. Okay, and that's what's important. Okay, questions. Looking for questions. How do you choose a product? Okay, so Chuck is asking, how do you choose a product? Well, how you choose a product, here's what I'm looking for. When I'm looking for a product, I'm looking for this. There's really no, I don't look at the product individually, okay? And a lot of people can tell you different things. What I'm looking in the product is this. So this is a product, okay? If this is a product, I am looking at another bigger picture. I scale out, right? And I'm looking at what company is the product from. It's important, okay? So I'm looking at the company, okay? Unless I've created that product myself, most of the time I'll be selling a product from another company, okay? Which is cool. And it's actually a really, affiliate marketing, you guys. The stuff I'm talking about, the stuff we're teaching in the 4%. Look, you don't need to. It's ridiculous how some people are like, dude, they just hammer this idea of, dude, you got to create your own company, you got to create your own product. The failure rate of that is enormous. It's ridiculous. You'd be better off find a great company. Okay, what am I looking for in a company? I'm looking for leadership. I'm looking for strong backbone support to make sure that my customers can get serviced by the company. Okay, make sure that the company is solid. Important. And then I'm looking at what industry is the company in. Okay, these are the three things I'm looking for. Okay, so if the product, so I would first look at the industry. Okay, I would look at what's a booming industry. You can do trends search. Find out what's booming, what's on an uprise. I want to make sure that the industry that the product ultimately is going to be in is on an uprise. Okay, I don't want to be in the industry that's dying. Then I look for a great company in that industry that's on an uprise, and see what if there's a company that I resonate with. I want to make sure that when I represent a product, more important than money for me in the product is the ability for me to be able to look you in the eye and say, you know what, buy this product, okay, because it will help you. And I want to make sure that this is a product that I would be using for myself. Okay, it's important. So this is my strategy for identifying a product. These three things need to align for me. Okay. Okay, let's see. Razda, you should write a book about online business. Who knows? Maybe one day. Appreciate that though. So much value. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Okay, is there any other questions that I can answer for you guys here before we wrap this up? How do I find purpose? Danny, I can't tell you your purpose, bro. It's individually. We all need to just do this. Sit down, just go in a quiet place and just ask yourself some questions. Why am I here? Why are you here? I'll tell you this, you're here for a reason. That's for sure. You're not here by accident. You're not. Man, do you know how many people, do you know the chances of you being here? It's ridiculous. Winning a lottery is like a piece of cake compared to the chances of you being on earth, living. It's like, what's my purpose here? Right? So think about it. Okay, unique fingerprint. Nobody in the world with your same fingerprint. That tells you something, Ask yourself some deep questions, man. What if money was not an issue, if you could do anything, what fires you up? What drives you? What will make you happy? What will make you fulfilled? And start with that. How do you frame the offer? We'll talk about framing the offer. It's actually over here. Vahid is saying, how do you frame an offer? It's actually one of the things we're going to be covering here is creating your pre-frame, creating your wrappers, and presenting an offer. Okay, so that's coming up. Okay, cannot wait to be a giver like you. Summer, you know what? If you have an idea that you can share, if you have two people listening to you, you can give them information, How do you build this profitably? Okay, so a lot of these questions will be answered in the actual practical me showing you things, like with examples. What do you think about technology products like phones or wristbands? Nelson, they're cool. You're talking about e-commerce, and e-commerce is a massive booming business. It's a booming industry. For example, one of the companies that we endorse is called Techademics. I can be selling anything. I'm a free affiliate. Okay, I'm a free bird. Okay, I'm a free entrepreneur. I can be endorsing or selling any products I want. Literally anything under the sun. Okay, as long as I believe in it, it's in a great company, and I feel good about it. But so the wristbands, the markers, the phones, all this stuff is e-commerce, right? So e-commerce is a booming business. There was really no emotion with that business. Okay, it's cool. It's like having a mall. Okay, what I recommend is check out Techademics. Okay, this company trains and teaches you how to do e-commerce. If you got invited here to this stream by somebody, maybe they're in the 4% group, get together with them and say, hey, tell me more about e-commerce. We endorse that company as a group. Okay, and so we actually built marketing systems for that company, sell their trainings, teaching people how to win in e-commerce. E-commerce and what I do as a marketer here, okay, it's two different things. Okay? E-commerce has no emotions, it's just transactions. It's good. I cannot ignore that wave. It's a $1.9 trillion industry right now. Is booming to like $5 trillion over the next few years. I cannot ignore. I would be foolish to ignore this wave, right? Not capitalize on it. So that can be an addition to my business. My core, what I'm passionate about, okay, right here, what really drives me on the inside, you know what I mean, is transcendence. See what I'm saying? So transaction and transcendence. See the difference? Okay? E-commerce is transactions. You make a bunch of money, you sell a bunch of phones, and you're happy, right? At the end of the day, will that make you fulfilled and happy and help you or like wake you up in the morning without an alarm clock? Probably not, right? You'd be like, dude, this is happy, this is cool. Now what's going to happen is you will make a whole bunch of money and you will get all the stuff you want, the cars, the house, you will get all the nice things that you want, all the toys, and then you'll be like, okay, well, now what, right? Again, what's the next level after that? I like the transcendence part of what I do, right? Because I get to impact people, hopefully. And when I go to an event, somebody comes to you and they look you in the eye and they say, Vic, thank you changed my life. That drives me, man. That's better than more than any transactional stuff. So I love transcendence part of my business, which is dealing with people. Okay. Okay, cool. So an hour and 18 minutes. You guys, look, I appreciate you. We'll be back. Is this good stuff? Okay, I mean, tell me if if this is was this worth an hour and 18 minutes of your time? Honestly, was it worth it? Tell me like it is. You don't offend me. I don't care. Okay, I want to make sure that I'm not here to talk about stuff that you either are not getting or it's maybe it's too advanced, but we can scale it down. Or if this is good and we should continue with this. Tell me. Let me take a look at your comments here. 30-second delay. Absolutely, yeah. Okay, good. Okay, very much worth the time. Yes. This was worth it. Okay, good. So what I'll do is those of you guys who have shared it, okay, we're gonna contact you. There's a bunch of people that shared it. Appreciate it all. We're gonna put you guys on a special notifications list, okay, and I will invite you to this case study reveal event where I will hopefully take you through the more advanced kind of behind the curtain strategies that I've implemented, and you'll get to see it. Okay, you'll be the front row of that, and then we might teach it later on. Who knows? We'll see. Okay, with that being said, you guys, I appreciate you. Have a blessed night or day wherever you are in the world. Never, ever, 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 ever lose the sight of what it is that you really want. Okay, there's a lot of people who will tell you you can't do it. Don't listen to them. There's a lot of people who will try to overcomplicate things. A lot of people who will try to feed you like a lot of bad food. Be selective in your information because that might hurt you if you're not. Okay, just remember metaphors, man. If you physical world, if I start eating everything I see, right, without being selective in my food, I'll probably not be a good. I'm not going to be in good health. It would hurt me. So be selective in the information. Find somebody that you resonate with. Hinge your wagon to them, like this. It worked for me. Be clear on what you want, and do the stuff we talked about today. That would be a good start. And then next time we'll be picking up with part